Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Digital Remedy ASMR video. If you can't tell, it is very hot in this closet, and I've been equipped with a sweatband and a couple little treats that we're going to crack into in today's Digital Remedy ASMR video. It's so hot in here that I'm almost reminded of like a puppy left in a hot car. I have a story for you guys involving a car, right? How nice. Look at that. Topical today, aren't we? I want to say thank you to everybody who's shown support to Digital Remedy ASMR these past few days. The support has been great, and my mood has not been killed just yet. This spirit of this young man trapped in this closet, forced to tell you ASMR stories, has not been crushed yet. The powers that be have not won yet. But shall we crack into a nice, delicious little treat? This is Cherry Float Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Being stuck in this closet as I am, I'm, trying to watch my figure. Can't really move around a whole lot in here now, can I? Oh, that was a crisp crack open. And now, our first sip. Taste it on my lips and my tongue, and down my throat and my esophagus, and into my stomach, where it is currently helping me keep cool. But of course, this would not be a Digital Remedy ASMR video if we didn't crack into a little bit of seltzer water, freshly brewed from a soda stream. Oh, we could do better than that. The powers that be have told me that this is a fresh CO2 cartridge within our soda stream. Oh, that was a crisp one. Gotta stay cool. Because I am trying not to lose my cool in here. Speaking of hot cars and losing your cool, shut up. I, one time, lost my cool. Stifled. Round 2. Stifled. I lost my cool one time. Back in the summer of 2019. That's right, I'm telling this story. On a day quite like today, a hot, stormy day, there was a rampaging thunderstorm outside of this closet, and outside of this home that said closet is in. There was a rampaging thunderstorm, and I, being the kind of person that I am, was trying to drown it out, perhaps with a new hobby of sorts. At the time, I only had a Dell Inspiron with an i3 processor and 4 gigabytes of RAM. Not exactly adequate for gaming, now is it? I had heard of a little game called League of Legends, and I was determined to be up there on that leaderboard one day. So on this fateful day, I made my League of Legends account, and I signed in for the first time ever. Now, mind you, there I was, in my bed, Dell Inspiron splayed across my lap, headphones in, and I booted up League of Legends for the first time. And right as I pressed the login button on my Dell Inspiron i3 processor laptop, lightning had struck my house. That was the sound that the lightning made, except I didn't really hear it because almost immediately after the lightning had hit, me and my family couldn't really hear anything at all. So, the power goes out. We're freaking out because we think that all of our appliances and electronics inside of the home that were plugged in are completely fried because, like I said, our home had just been hit by lightning. Lightning. Very, very frightening lightning. As previously established in the Digital Remedy ASMR lore, I do not like thunderstorms. I have never liked any kind of inclement weather. Apparently we are having some inclement weather with inside of my body. Maybe due in part of the cherry float Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Maybe it's the Sriracha Ranch peanuts I ate before recording. That's right, they feed me in here. There's a tube. But it's just out of reach of the camera. Now I've lost my train of thought, explaining my predicament here. You know what happens on this channel when we lose our train of thought. We must hydrate. Ooh. How about a little bit of cap ASMR for you guys? A little bit of putting the cap on ASMR for you guys. But right as I pressed log in to my League of Legends account, first time ever playing the game, mind you, lightning hits the house, and I took that as a sign from the powers that be, not the ones that keep me here, but the ones that control everybody, the puppets, the puppet strings, the master of puppets, if you will. It was a sign from the powers that be that I was not to play League of Legends. I was permitted in my mortal life from playing League of Legends. Now, luckily, thankfully, the lightning had struck our dog's electric fence collar box in our garage, which just so happened to trip all of the circuit breakers inside of the house. Thankfully, no electronics were fried except for our dog's electric fence box, and we were safely able to get our power restored the same day. But our story does not end there. No. You see, little 19-year-old Daniel woke up the next day and said to himself, "Hey, I want to go get Dunkin' Donuts," as one does after their house is struck by lightning for trying to play League of Legends for the first time. So I stifled. Sort of stifled. You're not going to tell. Not a soul needs to know. I get my car keys. Why am I British all of a sudden? Have I been doing an accent this entire time? I hope not. The powers that be are not going to like that. No. I get my car keys, and I go out to where my car is, and I put the keys in the ignition, and nothing. And nothing. You see, what had apparently happened was when the lightning struck our dog's electric fence box, it had sent a static shock around the perimeter of our yard, where I happened to have my car parked, and it sent static electricity into my automobile. Sorry, I peaked the microphone there. And it had fried all of the electronic components inside of my automobile. Uh-oh. I did not have a car for the rest of that summer. In fact, I only got my car back a matter of 2 days before I began college again. That latter half of that summer, I fell into a deep pit of depression. Maybe you've been there before yourself. Maybe you have lost your car for an entire summer when you were 19 years old, and you fell into a deep pit of depression. In that time, I played a lot of Minecraft. Anytime that I had to go to work, I had to be driven to and from work. I had also deep cleaned my room for the first time in years. And when I tell you I scrubbed every nook and cranny of this room, every last nook and cranny of this room, I am being honest. I don't know why you would doubt me. Maybe you weren't doubting me. Maybe you too fell into a deep pit of depression from having your car get struck by lightning. And you too cleaned your room with a deep pit of depression. You did a deep cleaning of your room, of your space. And now every year around that time, I do a deep, deep, deep clean of my space. It's a little humble reminder. Now you may be wondering, how much money did it cost to fix my car? I did not pay a dime. And that's on having car insurance. Because it was a weather-related incident, apparently. And that, well, not apparently, that is just true. It was a weather-related incident. So therefore, it was all covered under insurance. And it was about $5,000 worth of repairs that had to be done to the car. It was about $100 away from being deemed totaled. Now, I know what question might be on your mind right now. And I will answer that question right after this. No, I have not touched League of Legends ever since then. I saw that as a sign from the universe that me pressing log in on League of Legends resulted in my house getting struck by lightning, and my punishment for wanting to play League of Legends, such a sinful and vile game. My punishment for wanting to play that game was a pit of depression for the rest of that summer. This has been another digital remedy.